Hello, Velvet.
Yes.
I need your help.
Welcome, Loyalty Squad. This is the Velvet Lines coming back to you in another video. I guess you could say this is going to be kind of like a car vlog, a life update type of thing. And God is so wonderful, okay? He is so wonderful. There's been like a whole chain of events that came this year for my family, and I'm sure a lot of you probably have also been through a whole lot of changes, and mostly disappointments more so than victories or whatever the case is. But for some time now, I've been stressed out a lot to the point where my blood pressure has been affected, and it got to the point where your girl had to get on some blood pressure medications. Now, the first set of medications that they prescribed for me was horrible. It gave me bad side effects to the point where it was affecting my bowels. It was affecting just basically my body. Did more harm than good. And you know me, I'm not one for medication. So, being that it had horrible side effects, I decided to stop taking it. And I was going through a whole lot of stressful situations that I guess at that point it was not safe for me to actually not have something to control my pressure at the time. So I went for another visit, got a different medication, and being in New York City and the things that you deal with on an everyday, plus the situations behind the scenes, I've been stressing. Let me just say that much. I've been stressing, and it got to the point where I even went and bought some CBD, okay, because that has a natural way of controlling your blood pressure, pain, and anxiety, which I think a lot of that was also anxiety. So with that being said, I had an appointment to visit my ENT because there was a situation that took place in my body that was happening for months, and at some point it had symptoms of COVID, put it that way. So if you haven't followed me, you didn't see that I've taken a COVID test and it came back negative. But for some strange reason, my senses of smell was not there. I could not smell anything for months, and I'm saying since March. So that could have possibly been because of the hot steams that I was doing during the time of COVID. And when I say hot steams, I was scorching my nostrils, all right, which was not safe. I went over and above. So that's what caused, I guess, my salivary glands to actually, I don't know if it caused an infection. But because of that, I was then having some sort of swelling in my neck, in my glands area, and I had to go to an ENT specialist to get checked out in the whole nine, as well as a biopsy to make sure there was no signs of lymphoma and everything was well. So upon my results, all was good. No signs of lymphoma, no types of forms of cancer. It was inflammation, and they said my salivary glands was not draining, and I think that's because it was backed up with infection. I was going through a cold. My body's fighting some sort of infection. So I went to another specialist who dealt more detailed with my throat area, and I thank God for people who really know what they're doing, because this man put me on some serious medications and neti irrigation flush. And I bought a neti before, but I didn't know how to work it, and I was pretty much choking myself. You could say I was pretty much drowning myself trying to flush out my nasal passage. But with this other one, it actually helped me to rinse out my nasal. So basically with the heavy steroids and the nasal irrigation, it really helped my sinuses. It helped, I guess, shrink that polyp that he said he saw in my nose, and the antibiotics and everything that he put me on. And I tell you, it worked. I got my senses back. I got my senses back. My sense of smell is so strong like it was in the beginning. I could smell every single thing again. All right, this was just after a day of being on the medication, of flushing out my nasal passage, maybe 2 days tops. Because of that, it opened everything up. It opened everything up, and now I can smell everything. I can smell smoke. Okay, I was even able to smell these two guys that I walked past that was stinking of weed. Okay, I haven't smelled that in months. I haven't smelled foods, whereas I could even cook my food and couldn't smell my own food. From time to time, I was able to smell on and off, but for short periods of time. My nasal passage was constantly clogged. I was having sinus problems where I couldn't, breathe properly as far as smelling. And it just seemed like that polyp was just obstructing my air, where I wasn't able to really get good airflow out of my nose. But I tell you, I couldn't smell smoke. If the house was on fire, I wouldn't even know it because I wasn't able to smell anything. I could smell all sorts of scents, lotions, perfumes, whereas before I couldn't smell even that. I couldn't even smell body odor. All right, I couldn't smell nothing. But now I smell everything. I smell New York City, which is not a pleasant smell. Okay, I'm smelling foods. Okay, I'm smelling everything. And you really don't know what you are missing until it's gone. Okay, you really don't know the importance of your senses until it's gone. And when it's gone, that's when you realize, wait a minute, something ain't right. So basically, my senses is back, and I am so grateful for the professionals that know their job, because I've been suffering for months without my sense of smell. At one point, it was both my taste and my smell, but my taste came back. But you can't enjoy food without smelling it, And I would be around food all the time and not know what it smelled like. I would cook my food and everyone would say, oh, that smells good. And I'm like, really? You sure? Because I didn't know. So I'm grateful. All is good. My body is healed. My pressure is normal. It's regulating. And I think a lot of that has to do also with my situation as far as relieving the stresses in my life. One of the major stresses I was having is relocating from New York, and there was some things kind of holding me still bound to New York, but this weekend is the final stages of that, and now I'm able to proceed and move forward with my family to start really heavily looking at areas outside of New York. At one point, our goal was to move to Connecticut, but we decided not to do that. We decided to do what was best for us. And still kind of being a little close to New York, because like I said, I want to be able to have access to the things that I need to continue with my eBay store, providing services for you guys who are interested in the products that I have in there. And I'm telling you, it's been working wonders. You guys have been a blessing. Another life update is getting rid of the stresses in your life. And one thing I realized that was affecting my health at the time was me stressing over situations that I could not control or change. And it wasn't until a major situation that recently took place that made me realize certain things and certain even people you're just gonna have to leave alone, because Instead of you putting yourself at risk of health issues, stress into possibly having a stroke or even death, because stress can cause death, you're going to have to come to a point in time and a crossroad, I guess, where you have to make a decision. Don't even let it phase you anymore. And that is one of the things that I had to come to grips with recently, even in worrying. In order for you not to go any further with your health depleting or escalating, you're gonna have to lay down some things. So I had to come to grips with that reality recently, and I'm good with that. And it makes me feel good knowing that my body is healed. I'm actually able to smell everything, even things I don't want to smell. And I've also been taking supplements. Some of them, the mood enhancing supplements that put my anxiety to rest. With that being said, some of the things that I use to help boost up my mood, and it was like a natural anxiety reliever. And two of the things that I did and made changes is, one, I actually got me a bottle of some CBD oil. Now I hope I don't get demonetized by saying that on this channel, because YouTube seemed to have a problem with that. Now, even though you hear some things about CBD and the fact that it is from hemp, which is like an extraction from the marijuana plant, but without the high, it's with the medicinal benefits that it has and healing your body naturally. So a lot of elderly people use it. A lot of people with a lot of pain use it. People with anxiety, depression use it. And I can see why it's considered like safe for anxiety and depression, because of the fact that it helped to lift your mood. And another thing that I've been using that really benefited me to boost up your mood and de-stresses you, it's good to relieve stress and anxiety as well. Yes, the ashwagandha herbal honey is a really good mood enhancer, and it's like my happy honey. It's my happy honey, because every time I put that in my tea, I'm a whole different chill type of person. I feel so good, vibrant. Oh my God, it just enhances everything. It really puts me in a relaxing, happy, relaxed spirit, and it calms your anxieties. It changes your mood. It just fills you with a different type of vibe, which is a wonderful thing. And that's what also helps to de-stress you. And when you're not stressed out, your pressure. Okay, so for those of you who are going through some serious issues in your body when it comes to blood pressure and anxiety, you know, the ashwagandha honey is something you need to really check out. I have links for that in my eBay store, so please check it out. That's something that I was reminded of all the other benefits of it recently, and hearing that it relieves stress and helps with lowering your blood pressure, I decided to try it, and it really is a beneficial thing. Yeah, y'all, so basically that's what I wanted to come on here, just to update you guys on some life updates, some things that's been going on with me, your girl, some decisions that I had to make, as well as some new moves. And one of the biggest stresses that I had to deal with was dealing with my attachments. Now that that is a thing of the past, which was my biggest burden, I'm free. I'm free. And it's not that I'm not loving New York anymore. I need a better way of living than New York. I'm a mountain girl, so I do like mountains, nature, and all of that. And there's some major brand deals collabing with me, a few of them, that I'll be working with in fitness. So I'm going to be bringing to you some things. I don't want to give too much away, but just look out for some really important brand deals coming on this channel. See, I smell weed, and I'm in my car and my window's open, but I smell weed. Okay, your girl can smell again. It's back. The senses of smell is back. But yeah, that's another, you know, update as far as what's going on with my life. Also, being that I'm going to be moving soon, one thing that I do plan on doing, and I'll probably take you guys on the process of it, is getting a gun license. Yeah. a gun license. I think at this point, it's really important that we protect ourselves. At one point, I really wasn't an advocate for having a gun license, but I really see there is a real need for it now. So I plan on getting my gun license. I plan on also going to the range, which I've been seeing a lot of videos on that on YouTube lately. But in order for me to go to the range, I think I need a license. I'm not sure, but I'm going to be going through the process of owning a gun. All right, safety and the whole nine. So just look out for these videos. I got some videos getting ready to pop on this channel. But this is a wonderful life update that I wanted to bring to you guys, especially when it comes to the health part of it. And, getting rid of the stresses in your life. And, choosing to live over dying of stressful situations. It's really important that you make a major change when it comes to your health. But y'all, I just want to thank you so much for joining me. If you got any questions or concerns, any Q&As, you can list them down below and I'll answer those questions. For those of you who are interested in any of the things that I mentioned regarding your mood enhancing, de-stressing your life, and getting a hold of that ashwagandha, in my eBay store, I have the powder, I have the actual root, and I also have the honey. And it has so many wonderful benefits of healing your body naturally and lifting your body, de-stressing your body, changing your mood, anxiety, the whole nine. Okay, excuse all of the different factors of lighting that's going on around. All right, your girl is dealing with some elements here. So I figured a car vlog would be perfect while I'm doing my daily routine right now. So, I just want to thank you all for joining me on this video, and share, like these videos, subscribe down below, hit that like button, and I'll see you again in the next video. Now, if you are living under a rock and have not already been visiting or purchasing from my personal eBay store, then I don't know what else to tell you, because you are definitely losing out with these wonderful herbal honeys that help men and women in the bedroom. Well, I have some awesome honeys that will boost your body up. That's great for the libido. That's great for the testosterone. That's great to strengthen your stamina, change the mood, increase the sperm count. It helps with that powerful stamina, that stand tall longevity. So check out my eBay store for these herbal honeys that's going to help you in the bedroom and along with your play. All right, this is great for both men and women, and it comes with so many wonderful benefits. Check down below in my eBay store, and when you check out the item, check in the description where it will tell you so much about the item, what you should expect from it. Okay, you're not going to see these things on YouTube. You're not going to see anybody else promoting this. This is original, and it's only seen on this channel. Okay, so like I said, visit down below in my eBay store. The links will be down in the description box of this video, and you will be able to have access to all of these awesome items in my store. All right, so until the next time, you guys have fun. Okay, and I will see you in the next video.